Yo, what's up, Kern?
What's happening, baby?
Man, I think there's a sickness going around, dude.
Bro, I feel like shite.
I feel like I have a headache. I have my nasal congestion, but
Oh,
we're gonna power through this.
yes, sir. Yes,
We're
sir. We're gonna get it done.
We're gonna power through this shit.
I got my cozy hoodie on, about to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was about to say you look comfy over there.
Yeah, I'm cozy, baby. You know what I mean? Let's slide.
I like that. It's post draft time. We did all the draft
Ooh.
leading up to the draft. Draft was pretty interesting. Not bad.
Was.
We'll get into it. With that being said, let's get right into it. The draft. Welcome to post-draft week. There's not as many trades as I thought.
Same. I expected so much more madness to happen. Like, don't get me wrong, there was madness.
The very second pick, when the Jacksonville moved back, and I said, oh, here we go.
Same. I was like, yo, I was about to get down.
I said, this is already. And then I'm like, Browns, why? What are you doing? I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. I got more draft picks I get. I don't know. The Browns always have what the fuck kind of moment.
I agree.
Yeah, it's like, here we are again.
My what the fuck moment was no Jalen Milroe?
I was waiting for it.
No Jalen first round?
Yeah, I said, here we go, Tennessee Titans, Jalen Milroe, Cam Ward, and I said, damn it.
And I was waiting for it. I had ESPN on speed dial. I was going to send a little DM. Send him the clip. I was ready for it.
I was hoping for that, but it is what it is. It was worth the hype that you brought. Worth the hot take.
Hey, I had faith in my dog Jalen. It was a hot take. But sometimes you got to get out the frying pan and right into the fire.
There you go. If it would have happened, we would have been saying that you're a genius. So you never know.
So what if?
It is a beta. It is a what if. I mean, even if Jalen Milroe might have a better career than Ward, so it might be that. Kind of told you so, assholes.
Might be, but I'm gonna save it. I'm not gonna rub it in yet. But best believe when that happens, I'm on y'all ass. I'm on y'all asses. Best believe that.
You can told your ass. That's why the Titans you suck all the time.
Oh God, man.
We're gonna go over.
What y'all doing?
Kern to run your damn team.
For real.
Kern for GM.
Yeah.
All drafted people at the fuck moment.
Why is he picking a left tackle with number 1 right now?
What was a what the fuck moment in the draft? Anything that Kern picked.
Well, I saw a kicker go second round.
The best goddamn kicker I've ever picked 70 yards. Why not get him?
Shit.
Kickers win championships.
Oh God.
But we're gonna go
quarterback when he got a leg like that.
There you go. Adam Vinatieri won 2 for Tom Brady.
Hey, there you go.
So, but we are going to go over our winners and losers of the draft. It's our opinions, not the experts who we think are the winners and losers. And then we'll also go over a few steals, and then we relive some of the what the fuck moments in the draft.
Oh man,
just a few. Just a few. Yes, I will kick it off with the winners. First is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It is. They did their first round pick, and I will go over this, was a what the fuck moment when they picked Emeka Egbuka. He is a solid player, but I didn't expect him to go to the Bucs in that high, I guess you could say. That's not where I was leaning for Tampa Bay. I was going more defense, and we talked about it. But I understand why they did it. Mike Evans is getting older, Chris Godwin's getting older, and he's getting injured a lot more. So why not get Emeka Egbuka? Solid receiver, can play slot. I think he's going to fit in pretty well with Tampa in that offense. So you can kind of also give Chris Godwin a little break every now and then. Just let him heal. Get him 100% and everything. But I think that it was definitely what the hell? Wasn't expecting that, but I understand why they did it. They also got a third-round corner, Jacob Parrish. Should be able to, push for time right off the start. He's a solid corner. I think he'll be pretty solid for that defense, for Todd Bowles' defense. And then Benjamin Morrison, cornerback, is a solid pickup as well later in the draft. I do think he's going to be making his way in and contributing big time. So I think Tampa Bay, overall, even though their first pick was a little iffy throughout the draft, they definitely picked up the speed and got what they needed. And as much as I hate to say this, my next winner, Kansas City Chiefs.
Don't you say it. Don't you say it.
First round, Josh Simmons fell right into their lap. That is someone that they needed to protect Patrick Mahomes, kind of his blind side, left tackle. He did fall because of an injury, but we don't have to rush him in right away. Especially with that, is you can kind of ease him in. He's going to be your future. You drafted him, kind of a steal. I don't think they expected to get him. So when they fell into his lap, it's all right. Let's get him this year. If he can play this year, kind of ease him into it. If not, I mean, it's the future blindside blocker for Patrick Mahomes. He's going to be there for 10 plus years. So if he can get in there, good. If not, it's next year. It's like you got another draft pick. So, and then second round defensive tackle Omar Norman. He has anger problems. Or Norman Lott is he? He can. He's a heck of an athlete, but he kind of gets a little angry. He needs to check his attitude. But I think going to the Chiefs with Andy Reid and Chris Jones and all them, I think they're going to get him in check. Because if not, he's gone. I think Andy Reid has that way of, connecting with the players is because, let's be honest, Chris Jones is a hothead too.
He is, bro. I ain't going to lie. I'm starting to like him less and less.
Yeah, he's a hothead.
He a little crybaby. I ain't going to lie. He crying for no reason. Like, bro, they're not holding you. They're just double teaming you in your ass. That's it.
And it doesn't matter who sings the national anthem, he's crying. So he's like the new Michael Jordan meme. He's not dead. He got me out there singing, and he would. I'm like, dude,
like it ain't that serious, guys.
Like, I understand it's beautiful and everything, but goddamn,
like relax, breathe, dry your eyes.
Yeah, and I'm like, goddamn, son.
But
if he could get his attitude in check, which I think Andy Reid is the perfect guy to do it, and with Patrick Mahomes and everybody, I think Omar Norman Lott will be a solid defensive tackle to team up with Chris Jones. And then they got a lot of late round solid picks as well to go with them. Is Kansas City really, I feel like, needed to nail this draft, and I feel like they did. So my number 3, Philly. Some people will argue this, but Jaheed Campbell, best off-ball linebacker in the draft, fell right into their laps. They traded up one spot to get a solid, hard-nosed linebacker that fit in with an already SEC dominant fucking defense in Philly, and it's like, what the hell?
The A and the G stand for in the Eagles, right?
Go
Alabama, Georgia, baby.
There we go.
SEC, Alabama, Georgia. EAGLES, Eagles. That's all we do. We just bring in champions. SEC caliber. That's all we do, baby. Matter of fact, I farted. Hold that, Chiefs. Hold that. Yeah. Bitch.
Oh, yeah. He's a little amped up.
Oh, God. I'm so sorry. I'm tired. I feel like shit.
It's fine. So why, man? We're just going to get through this. One steal and one fucking winner at a time. But Philly,
I agree. I was genuinely shocked when Jahad
Campbell.
Thank you. Fell into the laps of the Eagles. I was like, there's no way. I genuinely thought Falcons would have picked them up. They needed an edge rusher. They needed an outside linebacker.
Yeah,
on-ball and off-ball.
Yeah, to go back-to-back picks where it was, how the fuck, like, Simmons with the pick after, and then Philly right before them, it's like, dude, those are two perfect, just fell in the line. They didn't even have to do anything. They didn't have to give up anything, just fell right in the line.
Exactly. It was like, how? What?
From their second-round pick, Andrew Mukaban, whatever, solid pick. Mm-hmm. He dropped because, his weight is, but, the weight in NFL, they'll build him up, get him in the weight room. He throws his body around on the field. Hard-nosed player. Like, that's one thing they're concerned about is he goes so hard. How long is he going to last? Because he just throws his body around. So it's like, bro, you're good, but like, how long can you do that?
Exactly.
Is he like another Brian Cushing where he's just fucking crazy?
I was gonna say Brian Dawkins.
Brian Dawkins too. Like, they're fucking crazy ass people all over the place. So I think he's going to gain a little bit more weight. He's going to be a solid pick. So those are my winners: Kansas City, Tampa Bay, and Philly.
Good shit. Good shit. So I got the losers right.
You can go over losers, or you can go over your winners. I don't care.
Shit don't matter to me.
Go over your winners. We'll both go winners and losers.
All right, hold on.
Unless you want me to go over my losers too.
If you're feeling frisky, go ahead.
You know what? I went over my winners. You look over your notes. I'll go over my losers. My losers. Some people will say, okay, whatever. The Lions, I feel like, just lost the draft. First
funny?
round, huh?
Before we continue, I was going to say that about the Lions.
Really?
I really was. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah, Lions, in my opinion, their first round draft pick, Tyreek Williams, was very odd and surprising. I feel like they could have gone so much better there. I mean, defensive tackle.
Was it Mason Graham still on the board?
No, he was gone.
Oh.
But there was other areas that you could have probably had, like a wide receiver. But then they traded up for wide receiver Isaiah Tisla, who didn't do much in college. Like, it's not like he was a fucking stud. He's a major project, and they gave up a lot for him. So it's like, maybe he fits in with Dan Campbell, but I didn't even know this guy was even in the draft.
I have no clue who the fuck he was.
No,
when I saw Isaiah, I was like, who? Okay, shout out him. He in the league, but who the hell is he?
Yeah, I was just expecting a lot from the Lions to go after more.
Exactly.
Just make a bigger impact, but I mean, the draft just was not on point for me. It was just not there.
How with the Lions?
The Lions needed a lot, and I feel like they fumbled. So
I agree.
The other one, the Dolphins. Dolphins need to do a lot.
Dolphins.
Guard Jonah I've talked about him in the previous. He's a solid guard. Jonah Salavanina.
Okay. From
Arizona. Yeah, one of his names I couldn't pronounce. And I said he was good. They got him in the second round. Good player. But they traded up and gave up a lot of picks for him. So, in my opinion, they could have kept the picks and then got Jonah later. After that pick, they didn't have a pick until the 5th round. So you traded all this, and he better be real special if you're trading and getting rid of picks, because if he becomes a bust, like, bro.
Holy shit.
So that was kind of one of those. I don't feel like the Dolphins did much to improve their team.
I didn't see how much they gave up for that guy.
Yeah, dude, they gave up quite a bit to get him in the second round, which I feel like they could have gotten a better guard in the first round. I don't know who they got in the first round, but he's a solid player, don't get me wrong. But to get rid of him in the second round when he was kind of dropping he better be something special, because if not, that's going to be one of the biggest busts in this draft. An interesting pick was Quinn Ewers in the 7th round. I feel like the Dolphins, it could be a steal, possible steal if Tua goes down, and they have him as a backup. I feel like he could be good. We don't know. I just feel like the Dolphins needed to hit a home run in this draft, and they did it. They gave up a lot. Like, they didn't do much to improve their team, and it's like, yeah, okay. Like, Patriots did good. I feel like they had a solid draft, and so.
I bet every time you bring up a team, I'm like looking at my notes, like, what did I have for them?
And then the third loser, the Saints. I don't know what the fuck, drafting quarterback Tyler Shough in the second round. Timeout. Who the fuck is that guy? Thank you. I didn't even know he was in the draft.
Thank you. Shador was sitting on the side. I'm like, all right, okay, he's obviously going to get picked now. I
thought they drafted him, and this is on my what the fuck? It's like, I called him and who the fuck is this guy? Like, who the fuck are you?
I watched his highlights.
He's garbage. It's
terrible. Terrible.
The guy's gonna be 26 years old this year.
And ass.
He has a strong arm, but like you're gonna tell me you couldn't get this guy undrafted the second round? He's 26 years old.
Bro, he got maybe 5 more years tops if he's good.
You know, the thing with the Saints is they need a quarterback because Carr is probably done for the season. So this was their prime example. Hey, we got him. We got our future. You know, I'm not a big fan of Sanders, but why didn't you take him in that situation?
Exactly.
You had Gabriel. You had all these other quarterbacks. Tyler, who the fuck are you?
Bro, I was sitting there like my jaw fell on the floor.
Yeah, and I'm like,
there's no way.
I thought for sure
no
Sanders was
way.
getting drafted right there. I said, this is Sanders all day long.
All day.
I said,
All
it
day.
fell into their lap all day long. I said, they didn't take him in the first round. I said, they fell into his lap second. They took this guy. And I said, who?
Who
Tyler?
the hell is this guy?
26 years old. He has a good arm, but in my opinion, he has to win a Super Bowl.
Off rip.
For the rest, until he's 30, to become this a solid pick.
Oh, yeah.
He probably won't even. I'll come out and say he'll probably start and be shit. And they'll have to.
Duh.
That's just. Overall, they had an okay draft. It wasn't like bad. But that second overall pick really cost them to.
No, they had a fucking shitty draft just because of that alone. It was like, how
exactly
fucking dumb are you?
All the other draft picks, it's like, all right, like, okay, it wasn't like, oh my god. But that second round draft pick, what the fuck?
That cost
everything. For me, they deserve a D. A D. Just because you drafted this, and like, what? We're gonna make fun of this guy. This guy's gonna be like the next fucking battery or something. Until he's fucking 30.
Oh, fuck out of here. Hell no.
But yeah, like, I still can't believe it. Every time I see this, I'm just like, what the fuck?
Hell no. Yeah.
So, those are my losers.
So, I guess I'll go with my my winners.
You can go winner losers or losers winners. I don't care what you do, my man.
All right, fuck it. So, I'm going to start with the Tennessee Titans.
As a what?
Winner.
Okay.
I like what they did. They boasted the receiving core. They got some edge. I like what they did. Would I prefer to see Jalen as number one? Of course. But, hey, shout out to Cam Ward. You know what I mean? They were doing their thing. They obviously needed a quarterback. They don't have much trust in Will Levis. I don't have much trust in Will Levis. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's like Will Levis has much faith in Will Levis.
So like they went out, they did the smart thing. They got a quarterback first round. You can't go wrong with Cam Ward, honestly.
Yeah.
People are saying that nonchalant shit ain't gonna work in the NFL, and I fucking agree. He's gonna get his ass smacked. But it was a solid pick. That's gonna get coached out of him in no time. You know what I mean?
I will say one thing about Cam Ward.
Talk to me.
Is I gained a lot of respect for him. He wasn't flashy. He didn't wear like the flashy shit. He went up there, he got his thing, sat back, and it was the Sanders show. Kind of took everything off of him. He wasn't wearing the big chains. He wasn't wearing all this bling. He wore a simple little jacket, nothing flashy. Went up there, got it, said how he was thankful, and that was it.
Okay, I fuck with it. See, I like Cam Ward because when Shough, I keep wanting to call him Shiloh. When Shough was like, yo, let's make a song together. He was like, bro, I'm focusing on football. I want to be known as a football player.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you know what? I like the way you do business, man. I like it. So he definitely gained my respect, yo. Shout out to him. He was doing his thing. Another winner, obviously, Eagles. Need I say more? You took the words right out of my home. You know what I mean? Need I say more?
Not really. I mean, hard to say they're not.
Oh, man. I love to see it. And my other winner is, sorry. I'm going to go with the Raiders. They needed a running back. They went out. They got a Genty. Do I think he's going to be as phenomenal as people are saying, like rookie of the year type shit?
Yeah.
I mean, just honestly go back and look at the highlight against Penn State.
Yeah, they stopped them.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's hard to transition from against Penn State to the NFL. Who else did they get?
They got some solid wide receiver help.
Dante, Thornton, or whatever his name is, or Jack.
Oh, I mean, just in general.
Because I know Jack is doing his thing.
Yeah.
I heard more about Jack than I did the other guy in round 6? Shout out to Raiders. They were doing the thing. I like the pickup. I like what they were doing this year. I like what they're doing.
I like that.
I want to say Jacksonville is a winner and a loser just because. Hear me out.
No.
I'm
I was
transitioning into my loser
thinking
list now.
this same thing.
All right. Awesome move getting Travis Hunter. But y'all sold your fucking soul, left testicle, and the future baby to get the goddamn motherfucker, yo. What was you doing?
That's their future, man.
Travis Hunter? Huh?
That's their future.
I mean, yes, but I don't think he's gonna be a bust, no. But I just don't expect him to play as much as he's expecting. Because if he wants to be both offense and defense, brother, you're going to be exhausted. Your body's going to be torn down. Injuries are a thing. You're playing 18 games. There's only so much your body could do, brother.
Yeah.
And y'all had a chance to get the duo back together. When I saw Jacksonville back on the clock, I was like, oh, they're going to pick Shough.
That's exactly what I thought. And I said, okay.
You know what I mean? Get them back together. Get the band back together.
Yeah.
They didn't. They skipped. Whatever. So I think they missed a big money opportunity just for the fact that they could have got them together.
Mm-hmm.
People would have definitely came just to see him, even if it wasn't starting Shador. I mean, you know what I mean? So that's my winner/loser. Transitioning into my loser list. Losers. I'm gonna go Steelers.
I was debating on them.
Because, bro, why would you go again? Sedan. Shador was still on the board. Sedan was on the board, baby. But y'all chose to go Will.
That's another thing I did not understand is they needed a quarterback bad.
And y'all chose to go Will fucking Howard.
I mean,
there's nothing you can fucking say, brother. There's nothing you can say. It's Will Howard. No, like.
At least they didn't get Tyler, whatever his name was.
Tyler Shackaboo, whatever.
Shackaboo. Shackaboo. Jesus Christ.
Oh man,
he's gonna check on Boo out of the NFL. Sound like two freaking old people smoking a freaking pack of cigarettes a day.
Seriously, bro. Oh man.
No, but yeah, that was I thought Sanders was gonna fall into their hands too. Kind of did, but they didn't take him.
And my biggest loser is the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
Look at their quarterback room. Have you seen their quarterback room? Give me 1 second. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna show you. Oh, what is happening? I'm just gonna show you their quarterback room, and this is why they fucking lost the draft. Look at this shit. Oh, this is their quarterback room.
The fact that they got Gabriel and Sanders is another what?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. They got the masseuse whisperer.
They got them a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Two of them.
Who?
Flacco. What? Probably the best postseason run in his game in fucking history. I don't think that's what the Browns fans meant when they said they needed a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Yo, I forgot Flacco was a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
I don't think that meant backup Kenny Pickett and 50-year-old Joe Flacco.
That is not what they meant. Like, don't get me wrong. I hope Sanders goes out there and fucking balls out, does his thing. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's kind of like Cleveland. What was y'all doing? Y'all just be smoking crack in the draft room, huh?
They always, even with the number 2 pick, always find a way to fuck it up.
Always. It's like, bro, pick Sanders. What could he have done so bad in these interviews that they're like, nah?
I'll get into that.
You got some inside shit, Adam?
Yeah, I do. Just call me Zaddy Insider.
I would never call you that.
Not happening.
Oh, fuck.
Alrighty, so much for that shit.
Oh, man. And, bro, what was up with, all these high caliber players going undrafted?
I don't know, man. It was a weird draft.
Super weird.
A lot of the people that you're like, they got drafted, okay, cool. But then the people that didn't get drafted, it's like they had another draft.
Yeah.
And you got, solid. I don't know. It was weird, interesting. Yeah, there was a lot of undrafted free agents that they go cheap. But it's like, dude, you guys got, people that should have been drafted.
Exactly. All the people that should have been drafted is sitting at home 6 days after the draft waiting for a call.
Yeah.
All these other motherfuckers is just, I don't know. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I don't know. But I do. I mean, those were very good steals. I mean, not steals, winners and losers for you. Is I kind of went off the beaten path and kind of went with teams that not too many people that would argue. Well, I was saying, shut the fuck up. You drafted a fucking nobody. Don't even fucking get me going. Like, you drafted him second round. You guys deserve to be shit.
Oh, for real.
Cam Jordan sitting there going, God damn it, what the fuck?
If your own team is coming out saying, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, definitely.
You did something wrong.
Yeah. Yo, I'm your second round pick. Who? Who the fuck are you?
Oh, you must be the new team manager, man. Hey, appreciate that. I'm gonna need some new towels.
No, I'm your new QB. But the steals, in my opinion, and like I said, these are our opinions. They're not experts' opinions. These are our opinions. So we feel like, how the fuck did they get them? They kind of just fell right there. Talked about it. The Chiefs getting Josh Simmons to fall in their laps in the first round. And then the pick right before that, the Eagles getting Jaheed Campbell to fall in their laps in the first round. Back-to-back picks, and you're just like, let's just have the Chiefs and Eagles go back to the fucking Super Bowl. They got the two fucking best picks in the fucking first round. That's two fucking picks.
There's another rematch. Like, I don't understand. Like, what?
Like, I understand Josh Simmons, like, he was injured. Like, I understand that.
I would still take a risk on him, though.
But that's what I'm saying, is the Chiefs did that knowing, okay, we don't have to play him, like, right now. We can ease him into it. He's our future. He would have been a top 10 pick if he was healthy. Top 10.
I see where you're coming from.
And it's like, I would do him is because, all right, he may not play all of this year. We can kind of ease him in. Hey, is he comfortable playing this year? What's he doing? Like, watch, learn, and then he's good to go.
Yeah.
And next year, it's like, hey, we got the guy from last year. He's still going to play 10-plus years. He had one. Joe Burrow got hurt his rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, don't. And Andy Reid's smart. Andy Reid's smart enough to know, okay, if he can't play, he can't play. Let's just. It's a steal, anyways. We didn't expect to have him.
Exactly. To fall in that's like a gift.
Yes. Like back-to-back picks like in the draft. The two teams in the Super Bowl just got gifted the best picks, and you're just like, all right, that's cool.
Exactly, yo. Like, appreciate y'all, I guess. Thanks.
Yeah, like a defense that was already stellar. Let's just add another defensive SEC powerhouse that was a fucking stud.
Another SEC player.
What the hell is he gonna do? I don't know.
Oh, and we kept Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, so
I think he's gonna be gone though. Honestly,
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I also feel the Texans they got Jaden Higgins, a wide receiver, in the second round. That guy is 6'5", I think. He's a fucking stud.
6'5"?
6'5".
Boy, if you don't get your ass on a wood goddamn basketball court.
Dude, he is a beast. Great. Go get him. Go get the ball kind of guy. Great red zone threat. Tank Dell is probably not going to play until later on, if he plays at all this season. So to have him opposite of Nico Collins, fucking phenomenal. I think it was a solid pickup. That is one that's been kind of on my radar. 6'5".
I might have to give him a shot for fantasy.
Oh yeah. Hey, you better hope I don't get him, because I'm keeping Nico Collins if I team them up together.
Boy, I lose cool through this goddamn screen. What the fuck?
But yeah, I think that was a solid pickup. Bengals 4th round linebacker Barrett Carter.
Okay.
He can flat out fly to the ball and plays his heart out. So the fact they got him in the 4th round, I think he'll be heavily involved in that defense. And the Cardinals getting, some will say this is going to be a bust, but them getting Will Johnson in the 2nd round from Michigan, safety. He is injured. That's kind of why he fell. He would have been another top 10 pick. People think he's going to be a bust. The guy's the best defender in that draft, besides, the obvious. Safety, he had a solid career at Michigan.
Yeah.
Play with the Cardinals is, I feel like he'll fit in well. So I think that would be and to me, that's a steal. Those are my steals of the draft.
Okay. I agree with Will Johnson. I'm going to have to go with another steal for you.
Okay.
Jaheed Barron, the cornerback from Texas, Broncos.
Yeah.
Go alongside with Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, I forgot all about. Yes.
Yeah. Right.
That's a deadly duo.
I'm excited to see that. I really hope he lives up to the hype, yo.
Yeah.
I really hope he lives up to the hype.
I hope he does, because that's a young duo right there. But yeah, I mean that's definitely a good one.
Oh yeah.
So
Trying to think of some other ones, some other good steals.
there were some other ones that were in there. The steals I had were like,
Campbell,
huh?
Jahad Campbell.
Yeah, and Josh Simmons. I mean, those are two obvious ones.
Yeah.
Going back to back.
Another one, Mike Green, Atlanta.
Yeah, you talked a lot about him.
I was talking a lot about Mike Green. I want to see what he does. Yeah.
Yeah, Atlanta might not be bad.
They ain't gonna be ass, but I want to see what Mike Green does.
No, okay. Actually, yeah, you did talk a lot about Mike Green, so.
Go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was gonna say, like Atlanta, I feel like they should start Penix, but I feel like it's going to take them a year or two, maybe even 3, before they really start to figure shit out.
I think Penix is all that good. I think he's older too.
Is he? How is he? Like 24?
I could be wrong. I thought he was an older quarterback. Let me see. Are we looking up Michael Penix?
He might be. If they had a COVID year and all that, he might be older.
He might be. No, he's 24. Never mind.
24.
I thought he was an older quarterback, but he's not. But, Kern, it's time for our what the fuck moments. What the fuck moments. I'm going to save the best one for last.
All right, talk to me.
The Buccaneers drafting Emeka Ibuka in the first round. No one expected that, and it was kind of like, what the fuck? Like, no one was really like, all right, like, he's good, but like, what the fuck? Like, didn't expect it.
I agree. I thought they would have went heavy on the defense.
Exactly. So I think even the Bucs fans were like, what the fuck? They didn't know how to read. Okay, cool. Like, we got ourselves another receiver. Like, I see why they did it, but it was definitely like, what the fuck kind of moment.
I agree.
This is for a good reason. Matthew Golden drafted by the Packers in the first round. The Packers drafting a wide receiver in the first round is what the fuck is going on?
In how many years? 23, 27?
Aaron Rodgers is over there going, seriously?
And I did not call it though. I said Matthew Golden.
You did. And I was going to give you your credit. I said, you called that. I didn't think it was them. Let's just calm it down a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Too much.
Probably the PN. You're working on the other 2 letters. Oh, shit. But yeah, it's not that Matthew Golden was like a bad pick. It was just the Packers drafted a fucking wide receiver in the first round.
Yeah, they never, ever drafted wide receiver in the first round. And over 20 years.
Yeah, so it was like, what the fuck? Even the Packers fans were like, what the fuck? Yeah, so we got a wide receiver.
Watch him show out because they're at Lambeau Field.
Watch him be a bust.
Oh, could you imagine? Oh my god.
We finally got a... Never mind. Let's just stick to the third round.
Moving to tight end.
Shough Sander getting drafted. Dropping out of the first round, it's like, okay, what the fuck? Dropping out of the second round, third round, fourth round, they draft Dylan Gabriel, and you're like, okay, like, what? And then they draft Sanders in the fifth round, and you're like, what the fuck? Why?
Bro,
like, you drafted Gabriel. One of them is not going to make the cut. Like, why waste it?
Why waste the pick? You know what's fucked? The Eagles were going to pick up Shough Sanders. He's going to be a backup to Jalen Hurts, learn from Jalen Hurts, you know what I mean? Then step up when he needs to. But the Cleveland Brown got no to that idea and said, fuck it. Howard knows how to draft. Let's get Shough.
We got Gabriel. Might as well get Sanders as well.
Like, bro.
But it was definitely... I'm going to tell you why this motherfucker got drafted, and I'm glad to see it. Is... First off, if he wasn't Deion, it's just like Bronny and LeBron James.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Deion's son, this motherfucker wouldn't even be in any talks or getting his jersey retired for the kind of stats that he put up.
I don't know the stats he put up, so I can't even argue.
It's not like, oh my god, he didn't win a Heisman, he didn't win anything. At least Hunter won fucking the Heisman. There's people at Colorado that have been phenomenal at Colorado, and they still haven't got their jersey retired.
True.
Sanders, to me, didn't make that big of an impact. So it was like, oh, they're like on and off the field. What did he do off the field? All he did was show his bling and ran his mouth. Okay, and then have your daddy talk. Yeah, like that's all you did. And during the draft, you kind of saw it is he had all those people there. He was more focused on the bling, showing the bling, showing the bling, showing the bling. I'm like, shut the fuck up. This, to me, he's not focused.
Okay.
is just like you said with Cam Ward. This guy's over here thinking he's Mr. I'm gonna get drafted. I don't fucking care. I can do what I want because I'm Deion Sanders' son. Like I'm here. Let's go make music. No, dude, I'm here to fucking play football.
Yeah.
And there are reports that he was a straight up asshole and like a prick in interviews. Even like some of the teams that interviewed him, he knew he wasn't gonna start there, so he downplayed it. Which, in my opinion, if I'm going somewhere and let's say Josh Allen's there, I can beat him. I want to see that attitude. I can beat this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't want to see, oh man, and they said he was an arrogant prick.
Really?
Like, just didn't care, and that like rubbed everybody the wrong way. But you saw it during his, like, when they kept on showing him, it was not about getting drafted, it was about the bling. He always showed the bling, the bling, the bling, the bling, the bling. It's like, dude, you're getting drafted.
Yeah.
Like, focus on getting drafted. There's a reason you drop. And I feel like and that's something that he needed to be like, hey, you're not as good as you think you are. Now compete.
Okay. All right.
I'm kind of glad that he fell down because it was kind of reality call. Like, yeah, all right, bitch. You think you can do whatever you want. Welcome to the league. Welcome to the fucking league. But him kind of it was a what the fuck, when's he going to get drafted kind of thing.
I agree. It definitely was a what the fuck moment. I hope he has a hell of a season. I hope he comes out, he does his thing. I'm not going to lie.
I would love to see him fail.
Huh?
I would love to see him fail and be the worst fucking quarterback in history.
Damn.
Just so he can shut the fuck up.
I want to see him do his thing.
I don't. And I think Deion had a major impact on a lot of people too.
I think so too. Even his son said it. Shiloh.
Yeah, because
like, bro, if you weren't my manager, I would have got drafted.
Yeah, and then he dropped his manager.
Then he dropped his dad as a manager, and got like Ken whatever, and got drafted immediately afterwards.
Yeah, and got picked up by the Bucks.
Yep.
So, but the number one what the fuck moment is we know where we're going here. The Saints drafting Tyler Shabam or whatever the fuck his name is.
Shabubi
Doobie. Ain't shit.
Bro, I don't know what the hell they were thinking drafting that guy.
He's 26 years old, and that's your future? Like,
I know you have to have seen his highlight. Just give me 1 second.
I did. I have. Dude, first off, he played at Louisville. Louisville was garbage.
Louisville is so...
There is nothing that's going to tell me. Like, I said, I didn't even know this guy. No one even mentioned this dude.
Because no one knew who the fuck he was.
It's not like he had good stats.
He's just like, bro,
played in the ACC. The only good ACC was Cam Ward. So then I just said, I'm sorry, who? That's exactly what I said. I said, who?
Everyone that watches football reacted the exact same way.
Yeah,
it was like everyone at the same time said, who?
Yeah, like, oh, okay, this is our guy. And it's like, Tyler, who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is that guy?
But yeah, that was the biggest what the fuck. You're going to tell me he was, what, the third best quarterback in that draft? Hell no. And Jackson Dart kind of getting drafted high kind of surprised me, but I mean, it wasn't that much of a what the fuck moment.
It wasn't that much of like a what the hell. It was more of like all right.
And kind of knew that was going to happen. Don't agree with it, but
yeah,
whatever. But those are the what the fuck moments. And Saints, I think you're going to have the what the fuck moment for all of them.
So. What the fuck moment of the year. We got to give out awards for y'all, yo. I think you might have won.
Yeah, they got it. But it was a fun draft. I didn't watch much of it because I was on vacation on the baby moon, so I didn't really watch the later rounds. But I did keep up with a lot, like on ESPN and everything. But it was full of drama and surprises. I do think they focused too much on Sanders and took away the moment for Cam Ward and other quarterbacks. Is because it all became about when Sanders, like, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. If that wasn't Deion's son, we wouldn't be sitting here wondering about when's he going to get drafted.
I feel that. If his name wasn't his name, I'd have been like, oh, shit, he fell all the way down there? Damn, that sucks. I wonder what happened. And kept it moving.
And it's like Bronny is, with those stats that he had in college, he wouldn't even be considered anywhere close to an NBA court.
Oh, he wouldn't even be ready.
Did 2.3 points.
But he's in the G League right now.
I think he's on the main roster right now in the playoffs, but it's not like he's doing anything. I think. I don't know. But, I mean, it's all about the name, and, like, that kind of takes away the fun of it, is you made it more about this dude and not about the people that are actually getting drafted. That's one thing I didn't like. But it was a lot of surprises, drama. Honestly, I got some people on my fantasy radar. I can't wait for the NFL season to start.
I cannot wait.
I've got some. I'm excited. Is my radar's already going, and I got some tight ends right up in here.
You and these goddamn tight ends, man. You're like the
So,
John Gruden of tight ends.
hey! 2 years in a row, baby. And I will say one thing: Loveland going to the Bears. Did not expect that. It was kind of a what the fuck moment, and I thought he would only be good with the Chargers. But then I remembered Ben Johnson is the coach, offensive coordinator for the
Eagles.
Lions.
I'm thinking of the other dude who has no emotion. Never mind.
Yeah. Made Matt Laporta into a fucking phenomenal tight end.
What?
And I'm thinking, Loveland going there, that's actually not a bad pickup. That's the only other team he would have been good in. So that was fun to watch. But yeah, I got some people. I got some people up here. It should be a fun year. But Kern, I gotta get to bed, my friend.
Good dog. I'm right there with you, man.
You know what? Next year's gonna be a fun year. I will see you next week. Kern, stay golden.
Good dog. Be easy.
Later.
Later.